Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 23. How is the hammer of whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is the Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
And now the hammer of the whole earth is coming down. You know, China doesn't even want to trade with the American dollar anymore. And you guys toil for 40 hours a week over this dollar that's only worth 4 cents. We're printing money out of thin air that's backed by nothing. Not even backed by the oil. Read that verse one more time.
How is the hammer? Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken?
You notice how they're calling it the hammer of the whole earth? You know what a hammer does? It mashes the nails through the surface. It makes everything submit or bow down. You ever hit a hammer? You ever hit a nail on the head and you didn't get it to entrance? It just bent down. The hammer of the whole earth is causing all nations to bend down and accept democracy. And all those who don't accept democracy get destroyed. Like what's going on in Syria today. Like what's going on in Iraq today. Finish that verse.
How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
And now Babylon is a desolation. Go ahead and give me Isaiah 45.
13.
45 and 13. I'm going to let the Spirit lead. See, this kingdom has glorified itself above all. After that, we got to go to Revelations, man. This kingdom has glorified itself in all of its wickedness and its pride. It won't even acknowledge the pain and wickedness that has been created, that has been done against the so-called people of color of this country. You tell the black man to forget about slavery. That was so long ago, right? It was like hundreds of years ago. Wrong, that was 150 years ago. My great-great-great-grandmother was a slave. Okay?
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 13. I have raised him up in righteousness, and I will direct all his ways. He shall build my city, and he shall let go my captives, not for price nor reward, says the Most High of hosts.
And the Most High is going to force you to let us go, because we know you're not going to willingly do it. The same way you made all those covenants with the Native Indians, all those peace treaties, guess what? Over, 118 peace treaties were signed with the Native Indians, and guess how many were honored? All of them were broken, except for one. They slaughtered over 77 million Native American Indians to get this country. So we know the pride of this empire. We know they say no fault. There's no fault in what we did. It's capitalism. It's democracy. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California. Yeah. We're standing on the bones of the Native Indians right now. Guess who built this beautiful White House we're standing in front of? You think contractors built this building? No, this was built by the slaves that were stolen against their will from West Africa. Where we at? You at 45? Go ahead and give me verse 17 since we're there. We're going to get 17.
Isaiah 45, verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Most High.
So Israel, which is the 12 tribes of Israel, the sons of Jacob, are going to be saved. This kingdom ain't going to be spared. Israel's going to be saved. Go ahead.
With an everlasting salvation. You shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
So Israel's going to be saved. And as for this kingdom, that's it for this kingdom. Go ahead and go to Revelation 17. I wish one of you guys had your concordance on you today.
I got it on me.
We're going to, oh really? Okay, good. We're going to go deep. Because this kingdom, when you ask Christians today about this place, America, you ask them, where's America in the Bible? What do they tell you? Oh, America's not mentioned in the Bible. Oh, it's not mentioned. So you mean to tell me only Israel, Egypt, and the Middle East is mentioned in the Bible? No, wrong. All nations, you can start from 1. All nations are mentioned in this Bible. All countries, nations, nationalities, creeds, backgrounds, languages are mentioned in this Bible. Go ahead.
And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 veils, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore.
So now we're about to show you the judgment of this great whore who you call Lady Liberty. You call the greatest place on earth, the land of opportunity.
That sitteth upon many waters.
This land sits on many waters. Those waters being what? Nations, languages, multitudes. And jump down to the last 3 verses to get that.
And President Barack Obama to be held accountable and responsible.
Thou sawest upon the
Verse 16.
Revelation chapter 17, verse 16, verse 15. And he said unto me, The waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues, and the 10 horns which...
So the nations that this great whore sits on are nations, peoples, multitudes, and languages.
Judges who are corrupt. Let them have the right to be parented by both their children. Good
Testing. Okay.
So they don't get emotional damage.
Okay.
Throughout their lives.
As you can see behind me,
Stop the judges from
we're having a loud contest. The lady speaking of molested and battered children. But what she doesn't know
in our court.
is that the ancient Roman and Greek civilizations that established this great country we call American was built on molestation and the rape of kids. It's a sacred practice. Just go to the Catholic Church of definitely Hebrew Israelites. And it goes all the way back to the Roman and Greek societies. So now, what's the judgment on this city? Go ahead, 18 and 1.
Thou sowest upon the beast, thou shalt hate the whore, and shalt make her desolate. Revelation chapter 18, verse 1. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is falling, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit.
So Babylon, which is this place America, is fallen. It is the habitation of devils. It's the only place where homosexuals run where they can be free to practice their alternative lifestyle. It's alternative, all right. This is the habitation of devils. This place has glorified itself against God in every way. It has taken God's people and it has destroyed them. It's built their kingdom on their backs. And they turn around and they get called all types of names like Negroes, porch monkeys, lazy. When this White House that you're taking pictures of was built by these slaves. Abraham Lincoln abolished slavery? I think not. He had 18 slaves under his own property when he so-called signed the Emancipation of Proclamation. They have glorified themselves in every way. Go ahead, verse 4. Verse 3.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. Verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
All countries are complicit. All the nations of the earth got rich on what we call Wall Street, on what we call world trade. All nations have gotten rich on the bones of the so-called Negro slaves, on the so-called Native Indians. All nations are practicing, they're complicit in the captivity of the lost 12 tribes of Israel. Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
And the kings of the earth, who are the kings of the earth? Every nation that has a seat in the United Nations is complicit. They have a seat in the United Nations. Why nobody is sitting in the United Nations representing the so-called Negro here in America? Why is nobody sitting in the United Nations representing the Native Indians right here in America? Why is nobody representing the Mexicans? They have literally destroyed all the leaders of countries and set up puppets to sit in the UN as a plant. For what? For democracy, for world domination of the Roman Empire, which we call America the Great today.
Revelations chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues.
And now it's time for the so-called Negro to leave this place and go back to our first love. Because we're not going to be partakers in the sins of this place anymore. Yeah, you got a few coons that dribble the ball up the court and dance every time Master say, but a remnant of us is going to come out of this place. And we're demanding our silver and our gold to take with us.
For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Ahaya, God, have remembered her iniquities.
So God remembered the iniquities of this place. The reason why God remembered is because you forgot. The so-called black man forgot the iniquities of this place. Don't you remember that 1,000 years is a day with the Most High, and a day with us is a day with the Most High is 1,000 years? That means you killed Christ 2 days ago. You enslaved us 8 hours ago. God remembered our sins. He has not forgot. You took us captivity and ran us out of our homeland 2 days ago in the eyes of God.
Reward her, even as she rewarded you.
And America will be rewarded for the way they treated our forefathers, for the way they treated the Native Indians. They will be rewarded.
And double unto her, double, according to her works.
And now, we stand before you today, Babylon, America the Great. Let our people go and be spared. The Most High will spare you if you release our people with what you've promised us with the promissory notes, with our gold and our silver, that we may go back to our homeland. And no, our homeland is not West Africa. Our homeland is not Central Africa or East Africa. Our homeland is the land of Israel. The Jews are black unto the ground.
Children to have rights, and their rights to be protected, to access to their...
For her sins, and according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled to her double.
So not only is she going to get recompense, give me 17 and 5, Revelations. So according to her deeds, she's going to get paid double for what she did. Right? She's going to be destroyed the same way Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. Thermonuclear fallout from on high. Destruction cometh in one day. Judgment rendered in 1 hour. Revelation 17 and 5.
Revelations chapter 17, verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots.
Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of what?
The mother of harlots.
Mystery Babylon is the mother of all harlotry, of all prostitution, a whoring after other gods. What does that word mystery mean in your Strong's Concordance, Zach? Give me that word mystery.
All right.
We're going to see, what does the Bible mean when it calls America Mystery Babylon the Great? What does this word mystery mean?
What verse y'all at?
Huh?
What verse y'all at?
17 and 5, Revelations.
The mother of harlots, abomination of the earth.
The mother of all the abominations of the earth. Everywhere America goes, they spread what? They're forcing countries to acknowledge same-sex marriage. They're forcing countries to acknowledge democracy, which is actually no freedom at all. It's actually enslavement for the other countries with a puppet set up if the leader does not honor the agenda of the elite. What does that mystery mean in Mystery Babylon, Ak?
Hidden thing, secret, mystery.
Secret, mystery.
General mysteries. Religious secrets.
Religious what?
Religious secrets.
So this is religious initial secrets or initiations, what you call secret societies. Go ahead.
Confided only to initiated and not to ordinary mortals.
Right. So these are secret. Hello. So these are secret religious initiations into what we call secret societies. This has been in the Bible the entire time. Revelation 17 and 5, if you think I'm making it up. America, which is Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots. The mother of what? The mother of secret societies through religious initiations. Okay, from there, where you at? Yeah, keep going. Just keep going.
And I saw the woman drunken with blood of the saints.
Blood of who?
Blood of the saints.
The saints are your native Indians and your so-called Negro slaves, your so-called boys.
And with the blood of them martyrs of Yeshua.
And the martyrs of Christ and the blood of the martyrs of Christ were found in this land also. The so-called slaves you picked up from West Africa migrated there in 70 AD. That's why you didn't find the first Hebrew empire in West Africa until 300 AD. This is the remnant from Jerusalem, who the Romans destroyed in 70 AD.
And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her.
So he's going to tell us the mystery of America that holds sacred all the customs of ancient Rome and Greece.
Thou beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of the life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is and not and yet is. And there is the mind which has wisdom. The 7 heads and are 7 months mountains.
Out of the park on the other side, 8th Street, that way. You can walk up to that street, you'll be good. Come back later.
All right.
How long? Can't tell you.
You gotta go. Been rushed out.